So where does your passion for tapestries come from?
Well, I'm not so sure I would call it a passion, but I mean, my interest in tapestries, I mean, it's just an interest in the textile material itself. And I mean, I always worked with textile, but more as something that I did for myself at home, as a leisure type of work. And it took a long time before I kind of incorporated that in my practice. So first I started to work with stone, and then I kind of took this back road into accessing textile as a material in my sculptural practice, because then I had like the stone as an alibi in a way. Then I could still say that I work with sculpture. So then the tapestries kind of functions as wall-hung textile sculptures or textile bodies on the wall.
In the background, we can see some of your latest works. So could you tell us the stories behind them?
I mean, I'm not so sure I want to tell so much about the story behind them. I mean, they have, then you kind of demystify them a little bit too much. But I mean, of course, there is some kind of little drawings or doodles that I start with, and then they are based on maybe still lifes in my studio or from my home, or some kind of imaginary landscape images that I use as a starting point, and then I try to find the logic for myself how to use the colors or the warm and cold parts of some kind of invented light inside of the image. But I'm not so sure if it's important that you can actually see what it is, because it's also quite nice to have this kind of image that you see it and you think you see what it is, but then you realize, or maybe maybe I don't. And this kind of private sign language where you feel like you're almost communicating, but actually not. It's a little bit like maybe reading pictograms from different cultures or looking at old sign languages and thinking that you understand it, but actually you don't understand the context, so you don't understand where it comes from. Or different generations trying to communicate with emojis, that often quite complicated. And I think this is a little bit like similar. You have a private language and you share it, and you can communicate a mood or like the essence of what the artwork is, but it's not necessarily something that maybe the viewer can describe or decipher completely. But I think that's a good way of communicating. That is also like the artworks, they are also operating in their own sphere. I mean, you should not be able to clarify everything.